Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bimmer Fixer video, and in this video I'm going to be changing my fog light, not the actual bulb but the actual fitting behind the bumper. I believe I've come into contact with something small and furry and quite solid, and I think it's busted the, well, I'm hoping it's broken the fitting on the actual light, not the fixture behind the bumper that could cause an issue. But what we're going to do now is going to get the car up in the air safely, get the under tray out the way, or at least the splash panel that's just underneath here. And then we can have a look in more detail at the bracket behind the fog light. Okay, so the car's up in the air nice and safe. It's on axle stands and the rear wheels are chocked. First thing you need to do is remove the under tray, and you'll just see around the outside of it there are some Phillip head screws that you just need to a couple of twists and then they lower down, and all cable ties. So once that's lowered, then you can remove this panel here, which lives just in the corner above. If I go underneath, I can show you a bit more detail actually. So it lives just here underneath the washer fluid reservoir, and that's held in place with a couple of 8mm bolts here just at the bottom of the wheel liner and all cable ties. And then once that's lowered, that will reveal the fog light. So as you can see, in my case, just on this side here on the left hand side, the light itself is actually broken. If you can see that there, which is good because I didn't want the bumper to be broken, because that's just an absolute nightmare. So we can just change out the light, and all it is just two T25s, Torx 25 screws there and there. So what I'll do, I'll try and get you set up in a place where you can see. It's going to be a bit difficult, but I'll try, and then we'll get that removed and then we'll get the new one in. Okay, so first thing what we need to do is we need to disconnect the bulb. So you can either remove the plug here at the bottom just by pinching it and pulling it down, or in my case you can just give it a bit of a quarter turn. I've already loosened mine off because it was a bit of a pig to get off. It's quite corroded actually, and I think that's probably why I was getting condensation in there as well. So you can just give that a turn and then lower that out the way. Then you just have your two T25 Torx screws. See if I can get in there. Oh, goggles are advised as well, because all the debris likes to find your eyeballs. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll compare it to the new one. Oh, bugger. Right, so put this on safe. And basically, if it wasn't broken, I'll show you on the new one, there's a little tab that's on the other side that just slides into the little hole, and then that should be our bulb out the way. Okay, so let's have a look at the damage. So yeah, so the tab's broken off there. The new one, well, I say new, it's a used genuine one. Sometimes it's better to go used genuine than it is to get a cheap Chinese one, because it'll just break as well, especially with these fog lights. The ones from BMW have got a tougher lens, but yeah, so there we go. That's the tab that's missing on mine. So I'll try, we can take the bulb out. Like I said, we've already got a bulb, so we'll keep that though. What's interesting actually is how corroded and all that oxidization on the back of that one, and this one is plastic. So I wonder if this is facelift and that's LCI, and that was obviously a common issue. And that's because once that goes there, that seal goes, it lets everything in, and you can see where the oxidization is on the inside, and that's where the water and everything was getting in. Anyway, right, so reverse of fitting. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it there. That's the tab where, heads up, the torch is coming at us. So yeah, that's where it's got to go. Let's see if I can do this one-handedly. Right. So if you're wondering what these little rubbery tubes are, they're vent tubes, I believe. So there's a little dowel, so that side slots in, don't know if you can see that, and then there's a dowel there in the centre, a dowel, not a dowel. There we go, just like that. So then all we need to do then is pop the T25 torque screws back in, plug the bulb back in, and then just test it and make sure it works. Okay, so we are ready to test our new fog light. So all we need to do is make sure the lights are on, fog light on there, it should be illuminated down at the bottom, you can see there in green. So let's go and have a look. Now with a bit of luck, we should have working fog light. There we go. So just before we put everything back underneath and back together, just come out and double check that it's all okay. But that's nice and firm and secure. Hopefully it's secure, it will seal better, and I won't get any condensation and moisture in there as well, which would be a bonus. But yeah, that's all there is to it. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, please ask in the comments. I'll get back to everyone as quick as I can. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. And on that note, just a massive thank you to all my current subscribers. I really do appreciate it. I mean, we're over 4,000 now, so I'm really happy and proud of that. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.